Yeah, so today we are here in the Bio Center of the LMU Munich. This is where I work and do my research and teach. And we decided to present the Symbiosis project here as part of an exhibition, because I think it is very important to show how what we've done in Spain integrates here in academic life. So the exhibition is combining the description of the history of the project, the methods we used, that we developed, that we invented, to figure out how arts and science can contribute together to a more sustainable world. And we are showing concrete examples.
So on this wall you can see how the artists and scientists inspire each other. For example, anthropologic research with a local fisherman of Argelas inspired the artists on the one hand to do these portraits and on the other hand to illustrate their stories. And these stories reminded us of the famous novel of Hemingway, The Old Man and the Sea. And then we created with actors together a reading on stage that puts together the famous novel, parts of the famous novel with the local interview parts. So this is how artists and scientists can inspire each other if they work next to each other and talk to each other and show each other their works and develop totally new artworks.
I believe it's more important than ever now to get people interested in the sciences, and it goes down to the heart of the challenge that the people who are affected, whether it's in agriculture, whether in fishing, those are the people that at the moment are the most difficult to be convinced that we need change. And these people we need to take with us, and so I think this is a very great aspect.
With instruments from art you could evoke this emotional connection to your field in new ways, and we know that we are needing this, but our instruments are somehow at the end because the banda and the whale are not working anymore. You cannot evoke emotion with a scientific argument about bacteria or cholera or Ebola or whatever kind of microbe. So we need a new toolbox to evoke emotional closeness to the field.
So the results and all my experience in Spain, it's heavily influencing the way I do my teaching here at the LMU. I'm a new professor, so I have the luxury to develop new teaching formats, and I decided to develop something like a 3-week module which follows the Symbiosis principles. For the students it becomes very clear how important it is to change perspectives and get a feel for how other members of society that do not have a scientific background, how they perceive information, and that there are maybe more effective ways to reach them than a piece of scientific data or a graph. They created an interactive game, they created a social media campaign, they created a spoken word poem about the kelp forest, and it was fascinating to see the way how it was actually relatively natural to them to combine these different disciplines. I think we just need to provide the platform.
It definitely helped me personally to gain a very different perspective and how to transfer information that is for us as scientists useful to information that is useful for the general public.
I really like the different kind of concepts which was introduced, the different art types which were also introduced to explain science.
At the end of the day, the goal is to just make people aware that nature is out there and it does amazing things that are very interesting, and we should just have a look at what's going on around us.
I think with the opportunity to do it again and improving on the things that did not work so well and trying out a few more things, I think this has a big potential on really making an impact in society.